everybody, and welcome to room 9, the region's largest classroom. My name is Mrs. Brewer, and I am a 3rd grade teacher at Gordon Bush Elementary School. Go Cadet! And today I am here to teach you a 3rd grade math lesson. And Gordon Bush is out of East St. Louis School District. So boys and girls, I just want to do a quick check-in. How's your day been going so far? Really? And why has it been going that way, do you think? Well, for those of you having a good day, I'm very happy for you having a great day. Those of you that said their day wasn't so great, I'm hoping the rest of the day turns around. We get to do math. How much more exciting can that be? So hopefully if you're like me, math makes me super excited and happy. So hopefully this will turn your day around right here and learning some math. And not just any math, especially learning some fractions, right? Okay, we got fractions here we're learning about today. So boys and girls, let me tell you a little bit about my day. My day has been super busy. And the only thing I've been waiting for all day was to sit down with a nice cup of coffee. Hey, boys and girls, that's all I wanted. It was just a sip of coffee. Do you think I'm finally going to get it now? Maybe. Let's see what happens. You ready? Every time it comes close to my lips, something happens. Let's see. Not again, boys and girls. Do you hear that? That's my phone. My kids walked out, not on purpose. They went to go hang out together, and now they're calling me. Hello? What's going on? Well, why are you fighting again? We decided to race again, boys and girls. So now what happened with the race? Okay, so you guys raced the same amount of time. That's good. Okay. And this time you went in the same direction. That's good. Well, so what's the problem? Okay, so you guys both ended up at the same spot. So why are you fighting? She said, what? You did what? You did what? She said, what? Well, I'm here with the boys and girls. Let's see if they can help us. Okay, we'll call you back as soon as we know. All right, bye. So, boys and girls, once again, no coffee, no coffee. So, do you want to know what they're fighting about this time? Well, as I told you guys, they raced again. They raced the same amount of time, and they ended at the exact same spot. They should be happy, right? Nobody won, they both won. Everybody's a winner, right? Except now they're fighting because Aiden is saying he ran 3/4 of a mile, okay? Ellie is fighting because she said she ran 6/8 of a mile. So she had to run further because she ran 6/8, right? But they're saying they ended up at the same spot. How could that be? Do you think they ended up in the same spot? Or do you think somebody cheated? Okay. Well, we'll have to see if you're right, boys and girls. Okay? So this is what we're trying to figure out. Who ran further or who cheated is really all they're worried about finding out, is who cheated. Have you ever raced with your brother or sister or cousin or friend? Yeah? And thought maybe one of them cheated? Well, I don't know. But if they ended at the same spot, the distance they went had to be equal. And what have we been talking about all week that we know are equal? Yeah, fractions, right? Fractions can be equal. What do we call equal fractions? You're right. I haven't got to have my coffee yet. I can't remember, boys and girls. You're right. Equivalent fractions. That means fractions that are the same. They might not look the same, as their numbers aren't the same. Their numerators aren't the same. The denominator's not the same. But do they represent the same amount? Yes, girls, they do. You are exactly right. So how can I figure out fractions that are equal? I don't have my fraction strips with me today, boys and girls. So what else could I use? Oh, my dog Holly has an idea. What's that, Holly? What's that you got? Let me see what Holly has here real quick, boys and girls. Let's see. Come on, girl. Come on, what you got? What you got for me? What you girls? You're never gonna guess what she just gave me. My dog just had a what? A number line. You are exactly right. And what? Tank's over here saying it's a number line. So you see my dogs walking around, guys. I'm sure one of them will be behind us sleeping in just a second again. All right. So Holly's still right here. She's saying, use the number line, Mom. Use the number line. What do we see on my number line? Oh, we see what? Fractions. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. We see fractions. How could I use this? Good job. How could I use this to help me find equivalent fractions? Oh, boys and girls, what does my number line show? It's showing us what? Oh, do they all start at 0? Yes, we're all starting at 0, right? And where do they end up? You're right, they all end at 1. So are all of these the same distance on the number line? Yes, they are. So could we compare the fractions on a number line to see if they are equivalent? We can. You're exactly right, boys and girls. So look at my fraction here on my number line. Pick one. Anyone, pick one. Go, 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 go. Oh, good choice. Good choice. I heard somebody say 1/3. Okay. So boys and girls, we are going to try to find, see here, my baby says she thinks she can help too. Okay. We are going to try to find a fraction that is equivalent to 1/3. Okay. So I don't know what could be equivalent to 1/3 on my number line, boys and girls, but guess what? We are going to look, okay? So I'm going to show you my number line again. Sorry, boys and girls, my dogs are really wanting to help out today, all right? So here's my number line again. Can you find 1/3 for me? Which line is it? Is it the top, second, third, fourth, or fifth line? 1/3. You're exactly right. I need to look on the second line, right? And if I start at 0, so 0/3 is equivalent to what? Right, 0, right? If we have 0/3 pieces, how many do I have? I have 0, okay? So 0/3, where should I find 1/3? It should be the next one, right? So there's 1/3. Boys and girls, I'm gonna go ahead and trace that so we can see that distance on the number line, okay? So I am going from 0 to 1/3. All right, now, you see where 1/3 ends on my number line, don't you? It stops right here. So I want a fraction that stops right here on my number line, okay? So remember yesterday I was telling you we're just gonna slide those fingers up and down when we use those fraction strips? Well, here, I have my other whiteboard, boys and girls. So I am just gonna hide this right here. And this is what I was telling you could do. Just put a piece of paper right here, right on that line, and see what else ends up right there. Okay? So if I would slide on down, what fraction do I have underneath? That whole number is divided into how many pieces? You're right, 4. Okay, that's our fourth line, right? Does 1/3 line up with any fourths there? Nope, not looking like it, is it? So is 1/3 equivalent to any fourths? Nope, doesn't look like it at all, boys and girls, does it? All right, what line do we have under that, under fourths? We have our what? You're right, our fifths. Do you see any fifths that line up right here with our 1/3? Nope, I don't either, boys and girls, okay? So what's under fifth? You're right, 6. Do we have any, oh, do we have any 6 that are lining up? Yeah, we do, don't we, boys and girls? So we have 0, 1, 6. Which one accidentally erased on us? You're right, 2, 6. So 1/3 we now know is equivalent to what? Sorry, boys and girls, I'm knocking everything over. I need that coffee. Maybe if you guys help me with this, I'll be able to finally have it, okay? My dog came and tried to lick another number off. When we're talking about days, you see what kind of day I'm having. Crazy. All right. So now, boys and girls, if I draw a line from 0 to 2, 6, and we look at this, does that look like the same distance between both of them? It does, doesn't it? Okay. So anytime I'm using a number line, color this in just a little bit here, I can just look and find that fraction that I'm trying to find an equivalent to. Or here, I didn't even tell you how many 6, did I? I just said find an equivalent fraction. So you can just take your finger right here and start sliding it on down, right? We slide down here to the fourths. Nope, nothing's equal to that. Girls, it's really early for some reason. Right here, is it equal to any fifths? Nope. Keep going. Oh, right here. Is it equal to any 6? Yes. 1/3 is equivalent to 2, 6. So if you said I had 1/3 of the pan of brownies, and your friend said I had 2, 6, can you be mad? Can you even argue about that? No, because what? You both had the same, boys and girls. You are exactly right. Yes, the dogs are barking. Holly said now that we never play like this, boys and girls, unless I'm recording. Yeah, Holly girl. Okay, so Holly said that she had 2/4 of the bowl of dog food. Hank said he had the same amount. Can we find another equivalent fraction to 2/4? Do you think on here? What do you think? You think we can do that? So 2/4. Come up to the screen, boys and girls. See if you can find, actually I'm going to show you this side. 2/4. That one's much prettier than mine, isn't it? Can you find an equivalent fraction to 2/4 on here? So find 2/4 and use that finger. Oh, I heard some of you say 1/2. Did anybody get 1/2? Let's see. I'm going to draw a line here to 2/4. I'm going to draw another line to 1/2. Do they look equal? Do they look equivalent? Yeah, they do. If you got it, give me a fist bump. Good job. What? You got something different? What did you get? Oh, so boys and girls, keep looking. I've got someone else out there that told me they got something different. Did any of you find another fraction on here that's equivalent to 2/4 besides 1/2? Could it be any of our thirds? If you think 2/4 is equivalent to anything on our third line, go ahead and jump up and floss for me. I don't see any of you flossing. Okay. All right, look at 2/4 again. Now you are going to look at our fifth. Do you see anything on the fifth line that is equivalent to 2/4? If so, jump up and floss. Why aren't you flossing? Oh, nothing's equivalent? Nope. When I draw line my finger up and slide it down, I don't hit anything here, do I? When I put my finger here and slid it up, I hit right at 1/2, didn't I? Okay. All right, so nothing on the fifth line. What about the sixth? Do you see a fraction on here that's equivalent to 2/4 on the sixth line? If so, jump up and floss. Whoa, some of you jumped up really fast. Those are some good flosses I'm seeing out there. What fraction on my sixth line do you see that's equivalent to 2/4? Oh, 3/6. Does anybody agree with 3/6? I'm going to trace it real quick, boys and girls, so you can see. All right, trace, trace, trace. Does that look equivalent to 2/4? Yeah. Does that look equivalent to 1/2? You're right, but can we have 3 fractions that are equivalent? What do you think? Does the number line never lie? Nope, never does, boys and girls. The number line never lies. All right. So looking at this, we can have 3 fractions that are equivalent. So when I take my finger right here, split it up, I saw it was equal to 1/2, and I'm going to slide it down. I also see it's equal to 3/6. Good job. Good catch. I would have just said, okay, 1/2. But way to stretch your thinking, boys and girls. So sometimes when you can find 1, see if you can find 2. There might be, right? You never know unless you try, boys and girls. All right. So I have now, let's find another fraction on here. Do we have any other fractions on here that you see that are equivalent? Is there a fraction on here that's equivalent to 1/6? Yeah, I'm not seeing one either, boys and girls. What about 2/6? Is there a fraction on here that's equivalent to 2/6? Let me go ahead and trace that. Some of you said you're having a hard time seeing that. Okay. Let me go ahead and trace the 2/6. All right. I'm tracing, tracing, tracing. We trace that line. Do you see any fractions on here that's equivalent to 2/6? If so, stand up and shake your hips 5 times. Back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, I see some of you shaking your hips. What do you think 2/6 is equivalent to on our number line? Is it equivalent to anything in the 5th line? Nope. What about our 4th? Slide it on up to the 4th. Nope. What about our 3rd line? Oh, you don't have to scream at me. Okay. So apparently it must be equivalent to something on our 3rd line. Is it equivalent to 0? No. It's equivalent to what? Oh, 1/3? Do you guys think it's equivalent to 1/3? Let's look. All right, bam. Do we look the same? Oh, some of you are saying yes, we do. All right, okay. All right, so boys and girls, what else can we try? Do you have a fraction you'd like to see? Oh, well, you were talking about, what did Ellie run? She ran what, boys and girls? Let's look back here. She ran what? Aiden ran 3/4. What did Ellie run? Oh, 6/8, right? Okay. So if I go back to my number line here, okay, the first number line that I showed you, and it's actually the same as this one. Do I have any 8s on here? No, I don't. Boys and girls, are you going to ever have these? You may, right? Once we're back in the classroom, if some of you guys are back in school, you might have them, right? But most of the time, boys and girls, you're probably not going to have it. See, Tank said, nope, he doesn't have it either. He needs to come here for a lesson, okay? So what do you do if you don't have these handy dandy charts like I do to use a number line? What do you think we would do, boys and girls? Oh, that makes sense. We can make our own. Can you make your own? Yes, you just have to pay attention, okay? Because what do we know about fractions? They have to be what? Equal, right? Each piece has to be equal. So that's the big thing, boys and girls. When you're drawing a number line on your own, you need to make sure that each piece is as equal as you can make it. Okay? So that's where it gets a little bit tricky. Okay? So you can see on mine that I have 4s on here. Do I have a line of 4s? Yes, I do, right? And Aiden ran how much? He ran 3/4, right? Okay. Let me show you how I do this, boys and girls. So on here, my line right here, I know is 1/4, and it accidentally erased on me, boys and girls. So I'm going to put it up here. And I'm just going to label right now 4ths, okay? So you can see right here on that line, I just labeled the 4th. That's all we're worried about right now. This one actually gives us the 2 fractions we're going to have to look at, right? Our problem does. What my kid's problem is, we know we need 3/4, right? Okay. Do I have 3/4 already on here? Yes, I do. Okay. But I don't have those 8s. So let me tell you a secret. Okay. How far did Ellie run? Right, 6/8, right? So how many pieces do I have to divide this into? You're right, 8, right? So I know they have to be equal, right? Okay. So I know I already have 0/8 on my line, right? So I'm going to go ahead and label 0/8. Okay, that's just our 0, right? 0/8 is equivalent to 0. So if you ever get a number line with 0, you know it's the same thing, equivalent, equal to 0/8. Here, I'm going to hand you 0/8 right now. How many did I give you? 0. Okay, all right. And then I know over here I need to have what number? I need to have what? 1 whole, right? Well, what fraction is equivalent to 1 whole on 8s? Well, I know on 4s, 4 of 4 pieces, 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. So for 8, what fraction would be equal to 1 whole? You're right, 8 of the 8 pieces, right? 8/8. Okay, so now I'm getting my number line labeled a little better here, right? Okay, what do I know about the number 8? Is it even or odd? You're right, it's an even number. That means if I count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, did I say 8? I did. So I know any number that's even can be divided into half, okay? So this is even going to help me out, boys and girls. I'm going to draw a line right here at 1/2, okay? So here's the secret. If I know I have to divide this into 8 pieces, and I already have one of the 8, right? I have 8/8. I just need to subtract 1 from 8? Because I already have 1 here, don't I? What's 8 minus 1? You're right, it's 7. So guess what, boys and girls? I have to draw 7 lines now to divide it into 8. 7 lines to get 8 pieces. Okay? That's just a trick, and I'll show you when we finish. Here was 1 already of the 7, right? So how many more do I need to draw? Right. So I know to keep it even, we need to split 6 in half. What's half of 6? What's 6 divided by 2? Or how many times can you count by 2 to get to 6? 2, 4, 6. How many times do I count? 3. So on each side of that half, I need to have 3 lines. Okay? So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to draw 1 right in the middle between the half and 0. And then the other 2 lines, I'm going to put in the middle in between here, boys and girls. I'm just trying to help you figure out how to draw this, right? So I drew 1. I knew I needed to draw 7 lines, right? I drew 1 here in the middle, so now I have 6. So I need to divide 6 in half to keep it equal. So I need 1, 2, 3 on this side, right? So the first thing I did, boys and girls, is drew 1 right here in half, and then put 1 halfway between here and here, and 1 halfway between here and here. Okay? That helping some of you? All right? So now I have 3 more that need to go on this side. So let me show you what I'm going to do here, boys and girls. Let me move my computer just a little bit. I am going to go halfway between here and here, between the half mark and the hole. I'm going to draw it right here. Okay, 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. How many of these 8s did my daughter run? 6. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Okay. How many 4s did my son run? 3. What do you notice, boys and girls? They are what? They are equivalent. So can they fight? No, because they ran the same amount, boys and girls. Boys and girls, it's been a pleasure. Let me get off here so I can call them and I can finally drink my coffee. Have a good night, boys and girls. I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.